Welcome to the LARA News LInk, brought to you by the Michigan Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs, where we are always customer-driven and business-minded. I'm Neva Civilis, your host for this edition. On March 20th, the Michigan Occupational Safety and Health Administration, MIOSHA, along with a host of other industry experts, teamed up to sponsor this year's Michigan Construction Safety Training Day. Michigan Construction Safety Day is a one-day training event that offers its participants a general safety program, a professional safety track, an executive safety forum, and an exhibitor trade show. The seminar was designed for all who work in the field of construction. To learn more about the event and the benefits of workplace safety, the News Link visited the James B. Henry Center for Executive Development in East Lansing, where the 2013 event took place.
MIOSHA's sponsorship of the event includes helping plan and then conducting some of the training sessions that are going on here today. There's an executive forum that our Construction Safety and Health Director, Patty Myers, is emceeing. I was able to give a short MIOSHA update to let people know what we found last year in the construction industry, what our priorities are going to be for the coming year. We have staff from our Consultation, Education, and Training Division that are here today doing training on some of the standard changes. We've had some significant and important changes in things like the hazard communications standard, requirements for cranes and crane operators. So we're glad to have people here to conduct that training on the most up-to-date changes and information.
Our role in the whole safety issue is basically to handle the claims where the safety standards didn't do the trick. And we know that people go to work and have a bad day. Injuries occur even with the best safety standards in place. We've had a significant decrease in the number of injuries, although there has been some fatalities this year. Much of that is involved with improved safety standards. So we learn about the safety standards and what happens in the event that it doesn't work. I'm pleased with the opportunity to participate and make people realize that safety is everywhere. There's a need for it everywhere, but in the odd event it doesn't work, there is a remedy available.
Safety definitely continues to pay. What we see is that companies that invest in workplace safety and health continue to see just an incredible business bottom line benefit, in addition to keeping workers safe and sending them home at the end of their job shift, which is absolutely the top priority. But those business bottom line benefits translate into, for every $1 spent on workplace safety and health, a $4 to $6 return. And we also see companies reporting that the quality of the work is higher, productivity of employees is higher, absenteeism is lower, turnover is lower. It is definitely a business win-win.
For more about the construction and workplace safety programs here in Michigan, visit the MIOSHA website at michigan.gov/MIOSHA. In 2012, the Michigan Public Service Commission, or MPSC, continued its efforts to support the reinvention of Michigan. The Commission renewed its efforts to provide information, complaint assistance, and financial support to those most in need. Details of the MPSC's work in 2012 can be found in the Commission's annual report to Governor Snyder and the Michigan Legislature. Here are a few highlights included in the report. The MPSC awarded $27 million in grants for low-income energy assistance to various organizations. The grants provide immediate assistance for heating needs as well as longer-term assistance in reducing future heating costs for low-income and senior citizens. The Commission extended its consumer outreach efforts by attending 40 events throughout the state, ranging from utility-sponsored customer assistance days to fairs. The Commission continues to make its Commission meetings available via podcast. Among the orders issued by the Commission during 2012 were approvals of applications to replace, construct, and operate 9 natural gas and liquid pipelines. For a copy of the MPSC's 2012 annual report, visit their website at michigan.gov/MPSC. As a direct result of across-the-board budget cuts by the federal government, known as sequestration, emergency unemployment compensation, or EUC benefits, will be reduced by 10.7%. The federally funded EUC program provides extended benefits for people who have exhausted their regular state benefits. For weeks that begin on or after March 31st, 2013, claimants who are currently collecting or will be collecting EUC will have their weekly benefit amount reduced by 10.7%. Affected claimants should continue to certify with Michigan's Automated Response Voice Interactive Network, MARVIN, on their scheduled day and time. For additional information regarding the EUC program, call the UIA Emergency Unemployment Compensation Hotline at 1-800-638-3995 for pre-recorded updates to EUC program information, or visit the UIA website at michigan.gov/UIA. And that concludes this edition of the LARA News Link. To stay connected with all the latest information, be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And as always, you can subscribe to the LARA YouTube page. So until next time, thanks for watching and take care.